Let me say something that should immediately make you suspicious. Every year, trillions of dollars move through the global food, supplement, and superfood industry. And somehow the same two fruits always end up on top of every antioxidant list you see. Blueberries, cranberries. Imported, branded, packaged, promoted, and repeated until no one questions it anymore. But ask yourself this. If the goal is protecting cells, slowing aging, and reducing damage inside the body, why would the most powerful fruits on Earth be the same ones pushed by the biggest import pipelines? I'm talking to you directly now. You eat what you're told is healthy. You see the labels. You hear the claims. Yet aging still feels relentless. Recovery is slower. Inflammation lingers. Energy doesn't bounce back the way it used to. That's not because antioxidants don't work. It's because most people are consuming mid-level antioxidants while thinking they're getting the best. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Antioxidants are not ranked by popularity. They're ranked by lab data. Scientists measure antioxidant capacity by testing how well foods neutralize cellular damage in controlled environments. When those results are published and compared globally, something very strange appears. Several fruits with the highest antioxidant scores are barely known, barely imported, and almost never marketed. Why? Because they don't fit the trillion-dollar system. They aren't easy to mass produce. They don't ship well. They don't have powerful industries behind them. Meanwhile, massive supply chains move blueberries and cranberries across continents, turning them into default health foods, whether or not they're truly the strongest option. In this video, we're going to fully reveal and rank the top 5 fruits with the highest antioxidant levels ever recorded, from the least shocking to the one that completely disrupts what you've been told. Stick around, because number 1 isn't just better than blueberries and cranberries. It raises a serious question about what the world has been selling you all along. If you're curious to explore the science behind these rankings, you'll find the studies and data sources waiting for you in the description below. Before we dive in, here's a quick question for you. How old are you? Drop your answer in the comments. I personally go through every single one and love replying. Now, without any further ado, let's begin with number 5, the fruit most people have never heard of. Yet it quietly delivers antioxidant power that already leaves blueberries far behind and sets the stage for what's coming next. Number 5. Blackcurrant, 15x more antioxidants. Blackcurrant is the fruit that Europe has been obsessed with for centuries, while America essentially forgot it existed, and this historical oversight has cost Americans access to one of the most antioxidant-dense foods on the planet. With an ORAC value hovering around 15,000 units per 100 grams, blackcurrants deliver approximately 15 times more antioxidants than the blueberries most people reach for at the grocery store. These small, dark purple berries pack their powerful punch through an exceptional concentration of compounds called anthocyanins, which are the same pigments responsible for giving the berries their deep color and also happen to be among the most potent free radical fighters nature has ever created. Research published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that participants who consumed blackcurrant extract showed significant improvements in blood flow and reduced markers of oxidative stress within just 2 hours of consumption, which means these berries start protecting your body almost immediately after you eat them. The vitamin C content in blackcurrants is equally impressive, containing nearly 4 times the amount found in oranges, which works synergistically with the anthocyanins to create what scientists call a compounding protective effect, where each nutrient enhances the absorption and effectiveness of the others. Studies conducted at research institutions in New Zealand found that blackcurrant supplementation improved exercise recovery and reduced muscle fatigue in athletes, suggesting these berries have remarkable anti-inflammatory properties that benefit people of all ages and activity levels. The reason most Americans have never encountered fresh blackcurrants comes down to an obscure law passed in the early 1900s that banned their cultivation because they were thought to spread a disease harmful to pine trees. And although this ban was lifted decades ago, the fruit never regained its popularity in the United States. To get the maximum benefits from black currants, you want to consume them in their most concentrated forms, which means seeking out black currant juice that has been cold pressed to preserve the delicate antioxidant compounds, or purchasing frozen berries that were flash frozen immediately after harvest to lock in their nutritional potency. If you can find black currant powder or supplements standardized to contain specific anthocyanin concentrations, these provide convenient year-round access to the berry's benefits. The ideal preparation involves consuming black currants alongside a small amount of healthy fat, such as adding the berries or juice to a smoothie with avocado or mixing black currant powder into yogurt, because the fat molecules help your body absorb the fat-soluble antioxidant compounds more efficiently. Many people in Scandinavia and Britain make black currant jam, but the high heat involved in cooking destroys a significant portion of the delicate antioxidants, so raw or minimally processed forms will always deliver superior results for your health. But black currant is just the beginning, because the next fruit on our list takes antioxidant protection to an entirely different level. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 4. Elderberry. 18x more antioxidants. Elderberry has exploded in popularity over recent years, particularly as an immune-boosting remedy during cold and flu season, but most people have absolutely no idea that this ancient berry contains approximately 18 times more antioxidants than blueberries and possesses one of the most impressive scientific track records of any fruit studied in modern medicine. With ORAC values reaching nearly 15,000 units per 100 grams in fresh form and even higher in concentrated preparations, elderberries have been used medicinally for thousands of years by cultures who intuitively understood their healing power long before scientists could measure it in laboratories. The antioxidant profile of elderberries includes massive concentrations of quercetin and rutin, two flavonoid compounds that research has shown directly combat inflammation at the cellular level and help strengthen the walls of your blood vessels to improve cardiovascular health. A landmark study published in the Journal of International Medical Research found that participants who took elderberry extract at the onset of flu symptoms recovered an average of 4 days faster than those taking a placebo. And subsequent research revealed this effect comes largely from the berry's ability to prevent viruses from penetrating cell membranes and replicating inside your body. The antioxidants in elderberries are particularly effective at crossing the blood-brain barrier, which is the highly selective membrane that protects your brain from harmful substances, but also makes it difficult for beneficial compounds to reach your neural tissue. This blood-brain penetration capability means elderberry antioxidants can directly protect your neurons from oxidative damage, which accumulating research suggests may play a crucial role in preventing age-related cognitive decline and neurodegenerative conditions. One critically important fact about elderberries is that you must never consume them raw because they contain compounds called cyanogenic glycosides that can cause severe nausea, vomiting, and other unpleasant symptoms. But proper preparation completely eliminates this concern while preserving the vast majority of antioxidant benefits. The best way to prepare elderberries involves gently simmering the berries in water for about 45 minutes and then straining the liquid to create a concentrated elderberry syrup that you can store in your refrigerator for several weeks. This gentle heating process breaks down the potentially harmful compounds while keeping the temperature low enough to preserve the heat-sensitive antioxidants, creating a delicious syrup that you can take by the spoonful daily or add to tea, smoothies, or even drizzle over oatmeal. Commercially prepared elderberry supplements and syrups are widely available and offer a convenient alternative, though you should look for products that specifically mention they use European black elderberry, which is the variety with the highest antioxidant concentrations studied in clinical trials. Taking elderberry consistently rather than just during illness provides your body with ongoing antioxidant protection that accumulates over time, building a stronger defense against oxidative stress and inflammation throughout your entire system. Elderberry is incredibly powerful, but the next fruit on our list was virtually unknown outside of health food circles until researchers discovered its astonishing antioxidant density. Number 3. Acai berry, 21x more antioxidants. Acai berry burst onto the health food scene in the early 2000s and was immediately dismissed by skeptics as just another overhyped superfood fad. But the scientific evidence supporting this deep purple Amazonian berry has only grown stronger with each passing year, revealing antioxidant concentrations approximately 21 times greater than ordinary blueberries. Growing exclusively on palm trees in the floodplains of the Amazon River basin, acai berries have been a dietary staple for indigenous Brazilian populations for centuries, and researchers studying these communities noticed remarkably low rates of heart disease and exceptional longevity despite limited access to modern medicine. When scientists finally measured the ORAC values of acai, they discovered readings between 15 and 18,000 units per 100 grams, placing it firmly among the most antioxidant-dense foods ever tested in laboratory settings. The antioxidant power of acai comes primarily from an extraordinarily high concentration of anthocyanins, the same purple pigments found in other berries, but present in acai at levels that dwarf most other fruits. Research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry demonstrated that acai berry pulp showed remarkable ability to neutralize superoxide and peroxyl radicals, two of the most damaging types of free radicals that contribute to aging, cancer development, and chronic disease progression. What makes acai particularly special among high antioxidant fruits is its unusual combination of antioxidants with healthy monounsaturated fats similar to those found in olive oil, creating a nutrient profile that provides both immediate cellular protection and long-term cardiovascular benefits. Studies conducted at the University of Florida found that acai extracts triggered a self-destruct response in up to 86% of leukemia cells tested in laboratory conditions, though researchers are careful to note that more studies are needed to understand how these findings translate to human cancer prevention. The challenge with acai is that the fresh berries begin degrading within 24 hours of harvest, which is why you will never find fresh acai at your local grocery store unless you happen to live in the Amazon rainforest. The best way to consume acai is through freeze-dried powder or frozen puree packets, both of which preserve the antioxidant content remarkably well when processed immediately after harvest using flash freezing technology. When preparing acai, avoid mixing it with dairy products because some research suggests that milk proteins may bind to the anthocyanins and reduce their absorption, so instead blend your acai with plant-based milks, fruit juices, or simply water. The popular acai bowls served at smoothie shops can be excellent delivery vehicles for these antioxidants, but be careful about the toppings because many shops load these bowls with granola, honey, and other additions that add significant sugar content, which can counteract some of the anti-inflammatory benefits. For maximum absorption, consume your acai preparation on an empty stomach or alongside other antioxidant-rich foods rather than immediately after a heavy meal, as this allows the compounds to move through your digestive system more efficiently and enter your bloodstream where they can begin protecting your cells. Acai is remarkable, but the next berry on our list contains so many antioxidants that it has earned a rather intimidating nickname in scientific circles. Number 2. Aronia berry, 25x more antioxidants. Aronia berry, commonly known as chokeberry because of its intensely astringent taste that seems to grab your throat when you eat it fresh, contains approximately 25 times more antioxidants than blueberries and has been quietly generating excitement among researchers who cannot believe how much disease-fighting power is packed into these small, dark berries. With ORAC values consistently measuring between 16,000 and 22,000 units per 100 grams depending on growing conditions, Aronia berries have earned the unofficial title of the highest antioxidant berry native to North America. Yet most Americans have never heard of them despite the fact that they grow abundantly across the eastern United States. The scientific research on aronia berries reads almost like science fiction because the results are so consistently impressive across multiple areas of health. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants who consumed aronia berry extract experienced significant reductions in LDL cholesterol and overall cardiovascular risk markers after just 8 weeks, improvements that rivaled some pharmaceutical interventions without any of the side effects. The polyphenol content of aronia berries is off the charts, containing proanthocyanidins, anthocyanins, phenolic acids, and flavonols in concentrations that researchers describe as exceptional even among superfruits. Laboratory studies have demonstrated that aronia extracts inhibit the growth of colon cancer cells, breast cancer cells, and brain tumor cells, with some experiments showing up to 60% reduction in cancer cell proliferation, sparking intense interest in the berry's potential role in cancer prevention strategies. The cardiovascular benefits of aronia extend beyond cholesterol reduction to include improved arterial function, reduced blood pressure, and enhanced blood flow, all of which combine to create comprehensive protection for your heart and vascular system. Perhaps most exciting for older adults is research showing that aronia berry consumption improved markers of cognitive function and protected brain cells from oxidative damage in animal studies, suggesting potential applications for maintaining mental sharpness as we age. The intense, mouth-puckering taste of raw aronia berries makes them challenging to eat straight, but there are several preparation methods that make them not only palatable, but actually delicious while preserving their incredible antioxidant content. Fresh or frozen aronia berries blend beautifully into smoothies where their tartness balances sweeter fruits like bananas and mangoes, and the deep purple color makes your smoothie look absolutely stunning. Aronia juice is widely available at health food stores and online, and drinking just 4 ounces daily provides a concentrated dose of antioxidants that would require eating large quantities of fresh berries. Making aronia berry jam or compote using minimal added sugar creates a versatile preparation you can spread on toast, swirl into oatmeal, or use as a topping for yogurt and other foods. Some people dry aronia berries at low temperatures to create a chewy, antioxidant-dense snack similar to raisins but with exponentially more nutritional value. When purchasing aronia products, look for those that have been processed at low temperatures or cold-pressed, as high heat can degrade the delicate polyphenol compounds that make these berries so special. The astringent compounds that create the choking sensation actually have their own health benefits, helping to tighten tissues, reduce inflammation, and even support digestive health. So do not be put off by the intense taste because it is actually a sign that you are getting the good stuff. Aronia is extraordinarily powerful, but there is one berry that surpasses even its remarkable antioxidant density, and what researchers discovered about this final fruit has rewritten everything we thought we knew about antioxidant nutrition. Number 1. Maquis berry, 30x more antioxidants. Maquis berry stands alone at the pinnacle of antioxidant research, containing approximately 30 times more free radical-fighting compounds than blueberries and possessing an ORAC value that made scientists initially question whether their testing equipment was functioning correctly because the numbers seemed impossibly high. Growing wild in the pristine Patagonian rainforests of Chile and Argentina, Maquis berries have been consumed by the indigenous Mapuche people for thousands of years, and these communities are renowned for their exceptional health and longevity that has fascinated researchers and anthropologists for decades. When laboratory analysis revealed ORAC values ranging from 27,000 to over 30,000 units per 100 grams, Maquis instantly became the most antioxidant-dense fruit ever recorded in scientific literature, surpassing acai, aronia, and every other so-called superfruit that had come before it. The secret to Maquis' extraordinary power lies in its unprecedented concentration of a specific type of anthocyanin called delphinidins, which research has shown to be among the most potent antioxidant compounds found anywhere in nature, and which give the berry its distinctively deep purple, almost black appearance. A clinical trial published in the journal Paminerva Medica found that participants taking maquis berry extract experienced a 40% reduction in LDL oxidation, which is the process that causes cholesterol to become dangerous and form arterial plaques, essentially meaning maquis was preventing the creation of the heart disease-causing particles that lead to heart attacks and strokes. The anti-inflammatory effects of maquis are equally impressive, with research demonstrating significant reductions in inflammatory markers including C-reactive protein, interleukin-6, and tumor necrosis factor alpha, all of which are associated with chronic disease development and accelerated aging when elevated over long periods. What has researchers particularly excited is emerging evidence that maquis berry compounds may help regulate blood sugar levels by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing the glucose spike that typically follows meals, making it potentially valuable for the millions of people struggling with prediabetes and metabolic dysfunction. Studies on eye health have shown that maquis berry extract significantly improved symptoms of dry eye syndrome and increased tear production, likely due to the delphinidin's ability to reduce oxidative stress in the delicate tissues of the eye. The brain protective effects of maquis are perhaps the most promising area of current research, with laboratory studies demonstrating that maquis compounds protected neurons from damage caused by oxidative stress and inflammation, two key factors in the development of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of cognitive decline. Because maquis berries are highly perishable and grow only in remote regions of South America, accessing them requires some strategic thinking. But the good news is that freeze-dried maquis powder retains virtually all of the berry's antioxidant content and is now widely available through health food stores and online retailers. The ideal way to incorporate maquis into your daily routine is to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of freeze-dried maquis powder to your morning smoothie, where its mild, slightly sweet flavor with hints of blackberry blends seamlessly with other fruits and vegetables. You can also stir maquis powder into juice, mix it into yogurt or oatmeal, or even sprinkle it over fresh fruit salads to dramatically boost the antioxidant content of foods you are already eating. Some manufacturers produce maquis berry capsules and standardized extracts for those who prefer supplement form, and research suggests that doses providing around 160 milligrams of delphinidins daily can produce measurable health benefits. When selecting maquis products, look for those sourced from wild harvested berries rather than cultivated ones, as wild maquis growing in its native Patagonian environment tends to produce higher concentrations of protective compounds due to the environmental stresses the plants face. Unlike many supplements and superfoods that take weeks or months to show effects, research indicates that maquis berry compounds begin working within hours of consumption, with measurable changes in blood antioxidant capacity appearing in studies within 2 to 4 hours of taking maquis extract. The Mapuche people who have consumed maquis for generations traditionally prepare it as a fermented beverage called chicha, but modern preparations that preserve the raw berries' compounds through freeze-drying or careful processing provide the most concentrated antioxidant benefits while being more accessible to people outside South America. You now possess knowledge that most people will never discover about the true antioxidant champions of the fruit world. While everyone else continues reaching for blueberries and cranberries, believing they are making the optimal choice for their health, you understand that black currants, elderberries, acai, aronia, and the remarkable maquis berry offer antioxidant protection that blueberries simply cannot match. These 5 fruits represent nature's most powerful tools for fighting the oxidative stress that damages your cells, accelerates aging, and contributes to virtually every chronic disease that affects our modern world. Start with whichever of these fruits is most accessible to you, incorporate it into your daily routine, and your body will begin benefiting from antioxidant levels that most people never achieve no matter how many blueberries they consume. If this video helped you discover something new about protecting your health, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another video where we uncover the science-based secrets to living longer and feeling better. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.